would do like that. They're quite talented, aren't they? If you could see how old they are as well, they've got a combined age of about 35. They're the Common Jets. 4 teenagers. Is there a bit at the end? Oh, I thought there was going to be a... The end. Who's the drummer? Who's the drummer?
Me, sorry.
Oh, you let me you let me down. You let yourself down. Should have at the end. That's my bit of advice for you. You'll go a long way with a at the end. They're joining us live in the studio. You're on your way to the Isle of Wight Festival this Friday, lads, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who wants to start? Ruben, should we start with you?
Yeah.
How?
Well, I guess it's just came through meeting new people, working with them for a bit, and then, you know, that just almost came out of the blue, really. Got a phone call saying, "We got you a slot at the Isle of Wight."
From who? Who phoned you? Who goes? Who phones up and says...
This guy that called Damien Walsh, that we released that song then, The Enemy, off, he works with loads of festivals, and his boss runs loads of stages, and they were both really interested in us, and they just said, "Look, if you feel like you can do it, we've got you a slot." And then we were like, yeah. Go on then.
Let me think about it. Yes. I mean, there's no question, is there? I mean, it's like so many bands would just give their right arm to be able to do something like this. I mean, so when do you go, Matthew? When are you off?
Well, we're off Friday after our maths exam.
After your maths exam?
Yeah.
Because this is the point, isn't it? Yeah. School gets right in the way now. You've still got you. Is this your GCSEs you do?
Yeah.
Final exam. We come straight out of the maths exam into the car, down to the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, leg it down.
How are you going to concentrate on maths? Thinking after this, as soon as I get out of here, you'll just put, I'll put 56. That's got to be the answer. Let's get in the car and let's go. Has it put you off your stride a little bit when it comes to the work area? Have you?
I don't think so. No, I wouldn't say it's interrupted with school life. It is like there though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you are completely aware that.
I think it's been something to work towards, really.
That's fair.
Do enough work, get it out of the way, and then I've got that as a kind of celebration, really.
I mean, that is always good advice as well, isn't it? People say, get an education, do what you enjoy, and as long as you can do both, that's great, because, you know, you've always got the one to fall back on if the other one doesn't work out. But I mean, you all seem quite good mates. I mean, that's not always a given, is it, with a band? I mean,
I hate Ruben.
You hate Ruben.
And I hate Harry.
I can't stand
Ruben.
Ruben.
That's why you either enter the studio. I get it now. With the two of you in the middle, I see what it is. No, but I mean, you're going to be spending a lot of time together, not least on the way down to the Isle of Wight. But it's important that you kind of get on as well, guys, isn't it? Really, I suppose as well. But how easy is that? Do you see a lot of each other at school as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we were pretty much mates before we started the band, anyway. So it's just been the natural progression.
Who are you? Do you know, I was watching that, I think it's an awful programme, but I'd quite like them as a band. Did you see that McBusted thing that they did on ITV3?
Harry's favourite.
Cotton. But anyway, that's another story. But I just wondered how much of an inspiration a band, because they are quite talented musicians, aren't they? You watch them, you think, actually these guys can play, and they are really quite good, whether you like the hype or not or whatever. Who are you guys modelling yourselves
Busted on? Was like mine and Matt's first gig we ever went to.
Was it? Where was that? At the NEC, was it? Or
it was not recently. It was when we were about...
He's backing away from it?
Yeah.
No, not recently.
Cringe at it now.
I was only 6. I didn't know any better. But yeah, so are they... Are bands like that an inspiration? I mean, are they...
I don't know. It's nice to go back to it, but I'm not sure if they're so much of an inspiration now. They were definitely an inspiration to make the band, obviously, at that age.
Yeah.
Anything exciting is just
and
getting you into it.
To be able to see youngsters as well, isn't it? Or people see people your own age, or slightly older, or slightly younger, or whatever, but are around the same, that you identify with is important as well. Who are your inspirations then, Harry? Who do you...
it's different.
Who do you listen to when you're not listening to you guys?
See, I have like my my music taste is bipolar. To be fair. So
he's a rapper, isn't he?
I have like a lot of my music's completely different to that band. So I like bands like Codeline, like acoustic Irish acts.
Right.
But then I do like rock bands like Kasabian, Kings of Leon, and stuff like that.
Who does the writing? Who do you all write together? Do you? Or
yeah,
do you?
Jamie, really.
Yeah.
So when you're writing, I always kind of see if I can pick up a vibe to who, you know, who the kind of thing you're listening to when you're writing that. Give us a steer on that.
I mean, it probably doesn't show for our music because I'm nowhere near as good a writer, but my favourite band is probably The Doors, so like Jim Morrison. But then again, I kind of like a lot of bands. I admire like the Smiths' songwriting just because of how good it is musically.
Yeah.
The lyrics are really good as well.
Yeah. Is that your thing, is it? Because I know a lot of, my wife drives me mad because I'll say, listen, would you hear that line in that song? She go, I never listen to the words.
Yeah.
And what are you saying? Half the song? What's the melody?
The song's got to have a meaning. It can't just be, meaningless.
No. otherwise Kylie Minogue will record
Yeah.
it. Hey, there's good money in that. Don't knock it, I tell you.
Yeah.
Kylie beef.
So I mean, you're saying, not anywhere near. So how old are you now? How old?
16, all of us now. Yeah.
So you've got plenty of time to develop into fully rounded, fully sort of founded musicians, haven't you? And songwriters. There's plenty of time yet as well. Do you know when you're who's on before, who's on after? Some of the great acts that are going to be at the Isle of Wight.
I think that night's Biffy Clyro, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to try and
Biffy Clyro and Calvin Harris on Friday night.
Yeah.
It's not bad company to mix with at 16, is it? Really, I suppose. And then what after that? I mean, hopefully, you could. You probably won't have time to talk to the likes of me after the Isle of Wight because I'll be so well beneath you, and you'll be up there, kind of thing, on your way of this incredible trajectory.
Not quite sure about that.
Would you like to? I mean, if somebody came along and said, right, okay, we're gonna do this full time. Would you like to? Would that really muck up your education and get in the way of things? Then
it depends. It depends how genuine the offer seems. Like,
yeah.
If it was some man coming up to you in a working man's club saying, "Well, I'll get you a record deal,"
Yeah.
you're right, mate.
I'd want to know what you're doing in a working men's club. That's what I want to know. Anyway, the Common Jets. They're obviously from Coventry, and you've actually been on introducing, haven't you, on BBC Coventry? Introducing as well. Yeah. I love it, honestly. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't have said anything. I'd have just gone, oh, there you go, that's it. But I think it's some great songwriting, some great stuff as well. Isle of Wight's going to be amazing. It's going to be on the telly as well, isn't it? I would have thought. Cause
so much of our set will be.
I should be writing to my local TV provider, mate, finding out why the Common Jets aren't on. If they're not, I'm sure you will be. Guys, good luck with it all.
Thank you very much.
Get revived, you're sitting around here for.